So Amazon has a new service, and this new service is called Amazon Haul. It seems to be wanting to compete with the likes of Temu and Shein. This new service is currently running a 50% off sale, and I thought, well, we'll get a few things and have a look at it. There wasn't a ton of tech-related items on there, so it's more accessories and some things like that. But we'll have a look at the product and the service. I'll put some screenshots on screen of it really does look like they're competing with those services. Some of the layouts are just similar, and some of the items. So one of the things that confuses me with it is, it does look like it's coming direct from China. If we have a look at the label, it's come via SF Express, which is a Chinese logistics company that distributes around the world and that. The next weirdest thing to me is that it goes to Kentucky in America, and then it gets shipped to another company in the UK where it's labelled again, and then shipped out to me via Royal Mail, which I find really confusing. I don't know how that makes sense, but let's see what we got. Everything that came out of the mail, I got 5 items. Let's start with this first one. As I said, there wasn't a lot of tech items on there, but new services on Amazon really interest me, because I'm sad like that. But yeah, so I got this purple wrist rest. I'll put the price of the items on the screen. Granted, it said at the time that there was a 50% off sale. This is like a wrist rest. I guess maybe this could help if you suffer a wrist problem or something. It's got some sticky stuff on the bottom. I've never been a user of wrist rests. I just know this. I think this was really cheap at the time. It doesn't stick to a desk. To be honest here, once I've taken that off, it's not going anywhere, so I suppose it does its job. It reminds me of the cloud character from Adventure Time. It's kind of soft. It's got that leatherette feel to it, like that fake leather. It's not bad. It's quite spongy. I guess on to the next thing. So the next thing I got was this, I think it is RFID walking, so it's the relation for this channel at least. It's a wallet with, yeah, it's a cheap wallet. There's not too much to say here. It's got a couple of nice compartments. I guess you could put some notes in here maybe. Yeah, that sort of works. It's not gonna lose them notes. Do you need a few cards? So these, I've put some cards in the wallet. There we are. The cards just rise out and you can, pick through them. That's alright. That is not too bad. Plus there's some other slots there. Maybe you got some more cards. I don't know how many cards you would have. Personally, I just use my Apple Pay for most things. But yeah, not a bad product. So let's get to the box, because the box is somewhat interesting. This is a hook, I believe, for hanging headphones and things. Let's get it out and see how easy it is to set up. Empty box. So this clips onto a desk or a table. Push size. It's a bit cheap feeling. Doesn't extend. Well, you got a good grip there. If you got tables that are that hardwood, you don't need this. But yeah, these pieces seem to just click in. So you push it in and push it down. I'm guessing like that. I thought maybe you had to put the whole thing in, and then this piece here slides into that piece. It just doesn't seem to want to work that way. But that makes sense. Oh, and this piece rotates as well, so you could hook a few things. Now I think this is for your headphones. So this piece is for your headphones, and then this piece is for your game controllers. So you can just, hook them on the side of your desk. I can't imagine it being bad, to be fair. It's a bit cheapy feeling, but it wasn't that expensive. And that does have a decent grip. I think, that would do a good job. 2 controllers, set of headphones. I think that's not bad. We have 2 items left from our haul. We'll save this for last, because I'll have to show that on my computer. Next, we got some tweezers. I thought, well, doing the stuff I do, some tweezers are always going to come in handy. These are, well, they're like precision ones. I don't know if but there are some different types of tweezers. Got these ones with a really fine end, and we got some ones that are a bit bigger on the ends there. They feel okay quality, of course, this stuff isn't going to be great quality, but as we've seen from other things on the channel, sometimes budget tools, like the Amazon Basics Tech screwdriver set I always rave about. For the value for money, it's great. I use it constantly. And we did a Temu video, and there was a screwdriver set in there for a few quid, and it was quite good value for money for a couple of quid. Just if you're not someone that needs one every day, and you see a screwdriver set, that was pretty good value. Yeah, so we've got some different types of tweezers. These have got some angled like ones, bit similar, but not that one. Bit similar pointed ends to that one, but they have the curve on them, which is pretty good. Once again, not expensive to have, and if you're doing stuff with, you know, maybe a little tech repair, maybe you've dropped something in a small area like a little screw, these might be able to help you get them out, and they're not that expensive. Yeah, not bad value for money. The final thing, which of all the weird things, like I said, not a ton of stuff like tech on there, and this was kind of it. This is a mouse mover. I'm kind of curious to see if it works. So this is a USB plus USB-C jiggler. It just says plug it in, please PLS. Wait a few seconds, it work automatically. Please note jiggler is undetectable. You can still use the mouse while having the computer. The receiver has one USB and the one USB-C port. So let's just grab a laptop and try this. Weirdly, that's a bit sticky. Right, so I've pulled up, hopefully you guys can see this. I've pulled up a blank screen. The cursor's currently over here. I'm going to plug this into my MacBook. I hope it does not kill it. Oh, here we are. Allow accessory to connect. We'll go yes. Now I'm curious, does this work on here? So I think I'm going to put it in the top corner because I'm not sure if it is working. I'm going to put it in this corner. So it does claim that it works on Mac OS and Windows XP 7 and 10. I don't think it'll be on XP or 7 if you're using a mouse jiggler, but it says to wait some seconds and it'll work automatically. I don't know what some seconds means. It says that we can use the mouse as well, why it's being used. Hey, look, there we are. I don't think you're going to be able to see that. It's very slightly like that. Was that working the entire time or? No, it stopped now. That's very strange. It's just very, very, very like 1 or 2 pixels. Yeah, suppose it works. Yeah, it's got USB-C and A ends. But yeah, let's bring it all in. So this was all the stuff that we got off Amazon haul. The total wasn't a lot. I'll put it on the screen. Not terrible service. It didn't take ages to come, probably about the same time as a typical Temu order or something like that. I do think it's just weird that they're trying to fight in this space. But yeah, overall, not terrible. It's a Temu-esque experience. Yeah, we got some okay stuff for the price. What do you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below.